I'm John Skinner, and this supports Chapter 9 of my book, Fishing for Summer Flounder, Fluke Jigging from Shore Boat and Kayak, and you can learn more about the book at flounderbook.com. In this video, I'll be using a 4-ounce blue frog bucktail with a meat strip, and 1 foot above that will be a tsunami hollow teaser and a 5-inch Berkeley Gulp swimming mullet. And the hook on that teaser is a 3-0 Gamakatsu bait holder hook.
We'll know in a minute. I don't know, we'll know in a minute.
I'm fishing with my friend Mike Mapes and his wife Gwen on their boat off the south shore of Long Island. We're fishing 70 feet of water.
I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Hard to believe it's that much of a... What's the drift speed? What's your drift speed? That's so perfect.
So I think one of the most important points of this particular video is exactly what's going on right now. We've just gotten out there. They're not even putting a line in yet. I've dropped a 3-ounce bucktail to the bottom, and we're trying to see if that's going to hold, and it doesn't. You can see when I started pulling that thing in, I had quite an angle on the line, so I immediately switched from a 3-ounce to a 4-ounce. And this is one of the challenges of jigging in deep water. You've got to have enough weight to stay near the bottom. Ideally, you want your line to be almost straight up and down, out on a slight angle. If you have to continually keep letting line out to stay near the bottom, then you end up with a large angle in your line. When you bounce the jig, you don't actually get a lot of action on the jig. This is called scoping out, and you want to avoid that. So I've had to go from a 3-ounce to a 4-ounce bucktail. As soon as I did that, I was right down there. Within a few bounces, I've got a fish.
Sure.
So we're fishing on an 18-inch minimum size limit, and initially looking down from being a little higher up on the water than I'm used to, it looked small. But it turns out this one's going to be a keeper, so this one goes in the box.
What do you use for measuring?
Now, in the next drop, I barely got in a couple of bounces, just had put my camera on, and a fish jumped on, and this is a quality fish. This is a really nice one.
No question about it. Good fish. Get the net. Ready?
Oh, that is a big one. Nice.
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
All right. Very nice.
I was doing the stuff.
And this fish is going to end up going a little bit over 7 pounds. It's a real decent one for out here.
7, right? There you go.
Now, Gwen prefers fishing a heavier rod that she's used to, and with 30-pound test braid. So in order to stay down, she's got to use more weight than I'm using. She's using a 6-ounce tsunami fluke ball with the same teaser set up above that, and she's connected with a good fluke.
Mike's putting us on the meat. Nice fluke. Good fluke. Beauty. Dinky, yeah. All right.
So this is the start of a new drift. I'm just dropping to the bottom now.
There we go, Mike. Put it right on him. Right on the meat. Fluke, too. Good one. Yep.
All right, so the rod I'm using is a 6.5-foot tsunami bait casting rod,
Not
rated
giant, but it's
15 to
pure.
25 pound test line. The reel is a Quantum Accurus, and it's spooled with 20 pound test braid. My terminal rig is tied with 25 pound test fluorocarbon.
There he is.
Nice one.
He gobbled up that thing.
So there's a big difference between using 20 pound test braid and 30 pound test braid out here. With the 20, I can get away with 3 and 4 ounce bucktails most of the time. If you go to 30 pound test braid, you're going to be forced to go heavier, and you know that's what we're seeing here. You know, Gwen's using 6 ounces. I'm getting away with 4. And it enables me to use a lighter rod and more easily impart a lot of jigging action.
Put it this way, it could be a keeper. You know what's tough is when they're out on an angle like that. Well, I still think it's going to be a keeper. Yeah, it's going to be a keeper. Yeah. Now that he's under the boat, you know, now I can feel him. Nice fish, yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
And when choosing a rod for this kind of fishing, it's important that the tip is stiff enough that you can put some action on a 3 or 4 ounce jig. If you've got a rod where the tip is a little bit soft, then with these somewhat heavier jigs, heavier than I would normally use in shore, when you're jigging it, you're just basically flexing the rod and you're not getting a lot of action on the jig. This particular rod, it's got decent backbone. The tip is kind of stiff, and even up to 4 ounces, I can put some good action on the jig in it, and it works out well. It's a good rod for this.
It's a good one. No doubt. Now I have to edit you out.
Gee, thanks. I would have sold the videos, baby.
I'm gonna need a net. Yeah, definitely. I'm telling you, it's a good fish.
All right, I'm done with the main narration. Maybe I'll jump in at a few points to make a couple of comments. Otherwise, enjoy the action. I would encourage you to check out the book Fishing for Summer Flounder, Fluke Jigging from Shoreboat and Kayak. And you can learn more about that book at flounderbook.com.
Oh, that's why. Well, he's still a keeper, though. Sea robin and a fluke.
That's a nice fish, though.
I knew there was a good fluke in there, but... Okay. There you go. Fluke. Yeah, it's got potential. Ooh, I like that. I like that. That kick.
Only getting feisty.
Good one, yeah.
On the teaser, John, thank you for changing the tail.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you want a squiggly on there. Fluke, but I don't know how big he is. He's out so far in an angle. Big short probably. Yeah, he's no good.
Might surprise you.
Not even bouncing. Oh, there's the bounce, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a keeper, yeah. Want me to swing him? I'll measure. Yeah, I think he's good. Have you? Whoa, yeah, shit, yeah. Just give me slack if I need it here.
Yeah, another nice fish for Gwen. And that other one in the corner is a keeper also, so we got another couple fish for the box. And we ended up with a real nice catch of quality ocean fluke.